Approximately 14,000 million years ago, the universe was concentrated in a single space until the Big Bang blew it in all directions. The released energy along with constant outburst transformed matter. Dense clouds made out of this matter later formed galaxies. The first stars were born and hydrogen and helium atoms first began to take form. This is how the Milky Way was formed. Thousands of millions of stars appeared in this galaxy, stars such as the Sun, which along with other planets makes up our solar system. On Earth, different elements combined and modified their structures to create molecules. This phenomenon kick-started the formation of an acid capable of replicating itself, DNA, which is the building block of all living creatures. Millions of years later, molecules started to wrap themselves in a membrane, and thus cells were born. Several of these formed colonies called stromatolites. These were fed off sunlight and generated oxygen. This process lasted around 2,900 million years. The atmosphere in the planet became breathable due to this. The appearance of cells with a nucleus promoted the first multicellular organism 100 of millions years later. This organism formed many living beings that started populating the seas and later the land. Great land masses emerged and formed a supercontinent called Pangaea. This supercontinent gradually broke up and shaped the continents as we know them today. At sea, many species developed muscles and fins. This allowed them to move faster and evolved until finally fish appeared. Some fish went through adaptations to their fins, which later turned into legs. This allowed them to emerge from sea to land and became amphibians. A group branched out and changed its wet skin for a dry one, covered with scales. The first reptiles appeared. Reptiles diversified and developed into one of the most important and impressive animal groups, dinosaurs. However, 65 million years ago, a great catastrophic event caused the extinction of several species and the dinosaur era came to an end. Nevertheless, dinosaurs left descendants that evolved from a biped group whose scales transformed into feathers. In a process that lasted millions of years, emerged one of the most beautiful outcomes of the biological evolution, the birds.